Hi and welcome to this video showing you the reporting on EasyPos. First of all, let's start off with the cash up report. This is done through the point of sale and it should be done on a daily basis. So to do the cash up, let's click on cash up report. In the cash up report, the report is broken down into two categories: turnover report, which is the overall turnover for the system, and user report, which is turnover by user. Let's first of all look at the user reports. To view a turnover by user, click on the specific user, click on view, and what it'll do is it'll show you the report for that specific user. The totals on the report are cash total, the number of transactions, the card total, the number of transactions, the gratuity if gratuity has been received by the user, EFT total, the bankable total, a discount total, the discount transactions, refund total, refund transactions, the paid out total, and the paid out transactions, as well as the first and last receipt numbers, as well as the date and time of the first and last receipt. Let's close that and close this and go to the turnover of the report. The turnover report is formatted in exactly the same way. It's just that it's a total turnover for all the users on the system. So basically you have your card total, your cash total, the cash transactions, the card total, the card transactions, the gratuity return, the EFT, on account if there were any on account sales, the total bankable total, the discount total, the refund total, the payout total. So, and also the first and last receipt numbers. So what you would normally do on a daily basis is you would print this and then clear the cells. If you don't clear the cells on the point of sale, these cells don't go to the back office. So this is fairly important. Let's clear the cells. And let's go and look at the reporting in the back office. So we're going to go to back office, and the first report that we'll look at is the item sales report. So this report, you can choose any data. You can look at a report over a year, a day, a month. For the sake of the demonstration, I'm just going to look at the sales that we've done today for this specific report. So we're going to preview this. Okay, so if we look at the first item on the list, which is Castle Light, that's the sale price including VAT. That's the cost price. That's the quantity that was sold. This is the cost total. That's the sales total. That's the profit we made for the product. That's the markup percentage. That's the profit percentage. And then these, and so it is for every single product that has been sold for that trading period. And the totals are then summarized at the bottom of the page. The report, all the reports in EasyPos can be printed to an A4 printer if an A4 printer is connected, and they can be exported to Excel, which is that export and import is covered in a separate video. Let's close this report. Let's look at the item sales report again, but this time what we'll do is we'll look at it over 3 days, simply because there are charts and graphs in the next two reports. So if you look at the sales by department, let's preview that. Let's go and look at the sales in beers. Okay, so basically the format is exactly the same as the general item sales report, where it gives you your price including your average cost, the quantity, the cost total. It's just that what it does is it breaks it down by department. So this report is also printable, so it's showing you basically showing you your sales by department. If you wanted to look at the chart or graph for the sales for that trading period, you could click on chart graph and it'll generate a chart for you. So basically what the chart shows you, it shows you the sales total, and it shows you the quantity sold. So sales total, quantity sold, sales total, quantity sold for the different departments. Let's close this. Let's close that. And let's go and look at the same report, and this time we'll do it by supplier. So we're going to preview it, and let's select what we can do is let's select SAB. Okay, so these are the sales that were done for SAB in that trading period. We close this. Let's go and look at Thames Meat Wholesalers. This is what was sold. This is what was sold for that specific supplier. This report is also chartable, so we can click on chart, and if you include, and then the format is exactly the same as previously. It's the total sales, the sales quantity. So you can look at your sales in different ways. Okay, that's it for item sales reports. Let's look at inventory stock on hand reports. So the first report that we're going to look at is just the general stock on hand. So this is just all the stock on hand. Preview. Okay, so if we look at the first item in the list again, which is Castle Light, that's the cost price, that's the current stock on hand, that's the last time the the stock was adjusted. That's the last time the stock was sold. That's the current stock cost. That's what the current stock on hand. That's the cost of that stock. That's the potential sales value, and that's the potential sales profit we could make by selling all the stock we have on hand. These totals are then also summarized at the bottom of the report, and obviously this report can be printed and exported as well. So let's close that. Let's go to stock on hand by supply and let's preview that. So if we go and look at, it's just going to break down the stock on hand by supply. If we go to Crown Factory Meat Market, this is the stock on hand we have for this specific supplier. The report format is exactly the same. The average cost, the stock on hand, last adjusted, last sale date, stock cost, sales value, and sales profit. Let's close that. Let's go and look at another supplier, and that's the report for this specific supplier. Let's close this report. Let's do the next report, which is a stock reorder report by supplier. So what you can do in the system is you can put in minimum and maximum stock values, and this will allow you for the system to generate a stock reorder report. So if we go and look at that, we go preview, and if we go and look at, let's go and look at Distal. Okay, so if we look at Distal, on this specific product, we've got 26 stock on hand. The minimum stock is 60. The maximum stock is 120. Because it's fallen below 60, we on 26. It wants to order up to 120. So the order amount is 94, and that's the potential order value there. Let's go and have a look at another one. Okay, so this is exactly the same. So this is a stock reorder report as well. So let's close that. That's the stock reorder report. That's it for inventory management. Let's go and have a look at transaction reports. So transaction reports are just basically receipt for receipt. So it's it's just your turnover by receipt. So if we double click on any one of the transactions, it'll show you what was sold in that transaction, and you can reprint the receipt. We can double click that one, and that's what was sold on that transaction there. This report can be printed and exported as well. Let's close that report. Customer reports is specifically for if you're selling on account. That's covered in a completely separate video. Let's go and look at historic reports. Okay, let's first of all look at turnover, and let's look at the turnover from the beginning of the month, or let's look at it from the beginning of last month, because there's not much information in this database. Let's go to preview. Okay, so that's the report there. That's the date, that's the sum of the turnover, and that's the percentage of the turnover for this specific trading period, and that's your total. This report can be printed and exported as well. This report can also be charted. So if we chart it, that's basically what the chart would look like. Okay, let's close that report and close that report. Let's go back to historic reports. Let's look at reports by payment type. We'll preview this. And let's chart this. Okay, sorry. I think I pulled this report over the wrong date range. Let's just get a bit of a date range going. Historic reports, payment type. Let's do from the first. Preview. Okay, so basically it's giving you a breakdown of your cash and card by day. You can do it for one day as well. That's not a problem. So this is the cash, this is the card, that's the EFT. This report is also chartable, so you can chart it, and that's what the charted report would actually look like. And let's close this, and let's do the last historic report, which is by user. So once again, let's just get a date range happening. Preview. Okay, so for Charles, this is the amount of cash he took for this. So this is the totals are summarized here. So this is his turnover from the 4th to the 6th. So he took so much in cash, he took so much in card, took so much in EFT, and that's his total. And these reports are then chartable as well. So if you go and look at it, that's the way that's what the graphical report looks like. That's basically that. Thanks for watching.